What's driving the feminist movement? I see an agenda far larger than what we the people are playing into. We have women telling men what's wrong with them. We have men telling women what's wrong with them. And just for the record, the men are correct. The women are in left field. But what's really going on? Now, if we go back into the 60s and the Moynihan Report, which dealt with the effects of the welfare system on the black community, I think there's a potential that the Moynihan Report was also interpreted as a way to gain power over all of society. They would just expand out what the results were that were reported on in the Moynihan Report. And they've moved it to the white community. The black community maintains 13% of the population. The white community holds 59%. They have successfully destroyed the black man in image, and now they're doing their best to do it to the white man. We've been dealing with cancel culture, which is women. Women cannot handle the truth, so whenever faced with the truth, they must destroy it, get rid of it, make it go away. There are plenty of people on YouTube that have been canceled or their videos shot down. I have one that was shot down, and I still maintain a strike, years old now. And that video was questioning who was going to win between the feminists and the alphabet people, because the alphabet people are using the tactics of the feminists. And if you notice, ever since the alphabet people have grown up and been very loud, the feminists have disappeared. You don't hear from them. But when we move into more prominent people, we have Mark Angelucci, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He was a men's rights attorney who had made some major moves as far as equalizing out the legal system when it came to fair treatment for men. He was assassinated. When that story first came out, they originally tried to spin it that his wife was the actual target. To this day, amazingly enough, we still do not know who shot and killed him. Then we had Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels rose to prominence, and given his previous health situation, I can easily see how he had a heart attack and died. But as I sit back and I look at the overall, I can see how he may have been killed, and a heart attack was the obvious way to do it. We advance to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was the most searched person on Google. Then all of a sudden, Andrew Tate gets arrested and is put away and silenced. Andrew Tate spoke on what women need to be, what men want from women. He just told the truth. He may have been bold and brash about it, but hey, that's how men are. Get over it. Another man, which comes from the early 2000s, was Tom Leykis. Now, I believe that Tom Leykis was allowed to continue because Tom Leykis taught a pickup artist mentality. And so this would lead to the destruction of society. Tom Leykis was also a radio personality. So what you got from him on the internet was just recordings of his radio show. There was no live interaction as there has been with Andrew Tate and previously with Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels and Tom Leykis preached basically the same message. The only difference is Tom Leykis used the message to game the system. Kevin Samuels wanted to fix the system and rebuild the family. As we look at things right now, you have the passport bros and MGTOW. Passport bros are just checking out and going out of the country, and they're not coming back. So you women who have so much negativity to say about those men, you're destroying your possibilities. Women already outnumber men, population-wise, and you're driving the men away. You have become so insufferable that men don't even want to deal with you anymore. MGTOW's the same way. They just don't want to deal with women. It's not worth the headache. You're not worth the trouble. But where does this ultimately go? When the family unit has been broke down, you must break the back of the men of a society to break the society. So by promoting single motherhood and we've done decades of saying how great and wonderful and brave and stunning they are. We know that 83% of the people in prison come from single mother households. This is breaking the back of men. We know that 100% of serial killers that target women come from single mother households. Marriage has been on a decline for years. Divorce is on the rise, and that's because women get rewarded for divorce. There is a large effort to destroy the family unit, and the feminist agenda states it clearly. Their desire is to destroy the family. I knew back when Feminism of the 60s came out that wasn't going to work. I was a young boy, 7, 8 years old, and I just knew this isn't going to work. Men aren't going to go for this. Men do not want whores. Honestly, women, I'd like you to think about it. What rights did you gain from feminism of the 60s that you did not already have? The right to be promiscuous? That's not a right. That's just a choice. I don't see where women gained any rights at all from feminism. You spend your time yelling and screaming, making a whole lot of noise, while Russia and China are building a very masculine military.
Это первый день твоей новой жизни. То, что было вчера, не имеет значения. То, кем ты был прежде, уже никого не волнует. Теперь важно то, кем ты будешь сегодня. Что ты знаешь о себе? На что ты способен? Вопросы могут остаться без ответов, но разве ты сможешь потом спокойно спать? Узнать себя, познать границы своих возможностей. К черту границы. Ты готов ломать себя до изнеможения. Каждый день здесь боль закаляет. Шрамы, повседневность. Это ты решил себе что-то доказать. Командир здесь только для того, чтобы ты мог увидеть в нем врага. Потому что без врага нет боя, а без боя нет победы. Но на самом деле, главный враг — это ты. Вчерашний ты. Твоя задача — выследить врага, догнать его, превзойти, стать лучше, чем он, и вернуться назад победителем. Потому что завтра первый день твоей новой жизни.
America is lowering the standards for police, fire, and military so that women can be stunning and brave and be part of it, because women are not capable of meeting the standards that were previously in place. So while they're building a stronger army, we're building a weaker one. So many of you seem to think this is a good thing. This is a benefit to us. Russia and China have now bonded together. In all of our infinite wisdom, we banned exports to Russia over Ukraine, which was a huge mistake in my opinion. What was roughly 1% of the automobiles in Russia is now a third of the automobiles in Russia. So China is becoming economically stronger because of the moves that we've made. The Chinese yen, I believe it's a yen, is now making up a strong portion of the primary source of money in Russia. These two are integrating. I think it was a huge mistake to get involved in Ukraine. As I've watched over the years, basically what Russia has been doing when they have an opportunity is rebuilding the original USSR, in which case the Ukraine was part of it. I see no difference between them doing that and what President Lincoln did during the Civil War. The 13 southern states seceded from the Union, and President Lincoln said his goal was to keep the Union together. The USSR was broken up, and I see the leadership of Russia just trying to put it back together again. This is none of our concern. While we are spending our time looking over here, just like the Wizard of the Oz, don't look behind the curtain. We're spending our time playing this game of men versus women instead of bonding together and trying to build the best society that we can build. For some reason, you women think it's a good idea to burn America to the ground. Do you realize that if America burns to the ground, you will not have the freedom of speech that you have had? Both Russia and China have a history of executing people that speak out against what the government is doing. That's not a joke. You will cease to exist.
Việt Cộng. Ở đây không có là Việt Cộng không biết không? Ở đây
He swears he doesn't know anything. He hates the NBA, but they come when they want and they just take the place. What's the pitch saying? I don't know. She's going on about why we killing the pigs. They're farmers. They got to make a living. All that kind of shit.
Việt Cộng không phải là Việt Cộng. Ở đây không có là Việt Cộng không biết không? Tại sao vậy hả? Sao các ông gà của tôi? Ông nín đây cho tôi nói. Tại sao? Hả? Ông mi bắt chết. Có mà. Ông mà. Ông đến đây giết heo, giết gà phải không?
I wish more people would look at the larger picture of what's going on. We have allowed ourselves to become so splintered that many don't even understand how to work with another human being. You've got Marjorie Taylor Greene, representative of Congress, put out a video where, in the middle of a speech from President Biden, was calling him a liar.
I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. You know, it means if Congress doesn't keep the programs the way they are, they'd go away. Other Republicans say, I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals. I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Look, folks.
Truth is, he was lying. That's not the point. The point is, the man holds the position of President of the United States. Respect the position. What is she telling the world? We have infighting in our own government. We are destroying ourselves from within. And she's proud of it. It needs to stop. That's it for me. Y'all have a great day, and I'm out.